Okay, in our previous class, we have talked about OWD settings, and in that specifically into private. So whenever we set OWD setting as private for any of the objects on our Salesforce, so it will be visible only to the record owner and his manager and nobody else. So usually we set the OWD settings as private because we don't want anyone in the organization to see our records. We want only few specific people to watch our records, work on our records, or uh, modify our records. Okay. So in this case, we have set our account record OWD as private. Let me go to the Salesforce org. So go to our application. And go to the setup. So here to change the OWD settings, we have to go to sharing settings. Okay. So here you can see under sharing settings, we can see something called organization wide defaults. So here is where you can make the changes to your OWD. So in our previous class, we have made, so account by default, it was public read write, but we made it to private. And since the case and opportunity objects are also depending on the account object, so it was asking, prompting us to make this also as private. So we made this case and opportunity also as private. So that means any account record created by me will be visible only to me and my manager. Okay. And nobody else. So, but in case I have to go somewhere on a leave, so I will have to share my records to my colleagues. So in that case, we are going for our sharing mechanisms. So we have discussed about the sharing mechanisms. So when we create on our account object, we made the OWD as private, but we want to share few of the records to our colleagues. So in that case, I'm using sharing mechanisms. In that specifically manual, we have three types of sharing mechanisms. Manual sharing, automated sharing, and Apex sharing. So we can make use of this. So we were talking about how to do manual sharing. So and we have already done the practical session on the manual sharing with the help of sharing button. Okay. So the level of access which we have is read only and read write. And in that, so manual sharing is mostly used only if we need to share the records to a single user or a group of users. Okay. So we have done the sharing in our class and we have learned how to do it. So let's go to our notes. Yeah. So the manual sharing we have. So by using this, we can share our records to one or more users on the org and using the sharing button. So while sharing record, we have the read only and read write access. Read only is only for read only permission, and read write we can read and edit, but delete and share options are not available. Okay. So this we have done in our class, in our previous class. So I have given this assignment 36 of creating account record as development user and share it to manager user. So The question is, did you happen to share the records, or did you, uh, what's the update on this particular assignment? Or did you face any problems? Anyone who has done it? Nobody has done? Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a complete demo of user creation as well, because you didn't do it. So yeah, so we are going to do the manual sharing completely now, and then we will go for another concept. So yes, so go to users. So as I was asking you, we'll be creating the users this way. Okay. Team leader and then team member 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have only one Salesforce license and 3 platform licenses. So I'm using this way. I'm not creating project manager because I don't have licenses. So team leader. So team leader is the user I'm going to create. So go to users, create new user. See, if you have missed or if you haven't done uh, the hands-on, this is the good chance. So clearly have a look at it, and you can pause me if you have any questions. Okay. So I'm creating a user. So you can create with the same mail ID, but the thing you have to remember is you have to give different usernames. You can use the same mail ID for creating all these users, but you have to give different usernames. So I'm giving team leader @gmail.com, and title is team leader.
Hey Dilip,
Yep.
your screen is not visible, I
Okay.
think.
Oh, sorry. See, I don't know. The admin sometimes shares all the screens, sometimes shares only single screen while creating this meeting link. I'm not sure how is it. Okay. And roles I'm not giving. I'm giving the Salesforce license. See, the previous users whom I have created, I have mm, used a different license. I have removed the Salesforce and Salesforce platform and used a different license. So I'm now using Salesforce license. This is our team leader object. And yeah, click on save. Profile. We didn't give profile. So I'm giving the admin. So high level of permission, sales. Review all error messages. Incorrect. The username already exists. Okay. Team leader 19 or batch number. Let's see. Hope it is available. Okay. I'm going to create. So you will have to verify your account. 1 second. I'll show you even how to verify. I hope you have already done it, but yes, I wanted to show you. Okay, this is the mail I received, and you have to click on reset password. This is team leader, right? So I'm going to use okay. This is how you need to uh, log in to your newly created user. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to create another user, team member 1. Username 119. See, I hope. So I'm using platform license and standard platform user. I hope this exists username. Okay. And yeah, I got my mail. Go ahead and verify that account. See, I am doing this demo because nobody responded when I asked if they have done the previous assignment. So I'm doing it for you. Probably next assignment, I would ask you to do it yourself. Team. Okay, so I have logged into my team member 1 account. Okay. And I want to create team member 2 and 3 also. So I'll do it first. Okay, this is the problem. See, I have to log out as team member 1. So that's the reason it was not giving me. Okay. This is my admin account. Okay. So see, my team member 1, team leader 1, both are there, and team member 2 and 3 we are going to create. Okay, platform license, platform profile. Content user. I didn't create any contents. Okay. Okay, we are unchecking because those are not available, it seems. Save and new. Okay, let me create theme 3. This is the last one. Three one nine team member. So now my platform licenses are completed. So before, let me verify team member 2 account. Okay, team member 2 is created. I'm just logging out. And this is team member 3. Let me save. What's the problem with okay, login issue again. It was in that screen, but let me make sure we are creating user on our application. We don't have this. See, since it's our free developer account, we don't have much licenses, but good thing is they have given at least 2 Salesforce and 3 platform. Okay, I have to verify. I got it. So team member 3 account, I'm verifying, and then we are done creating the users. All these passwords you have to remember if you need to log into those accounts. Okay. All right. So now what I will do is, okay, let's go to our assignment. Okay. So create an account record in development account and share the record to this. So what we'll do, team member account 1. And share it to team member 2. So yeah, let's go to our org again. So now the thing is I have to log in as team member 1. So for that I have given I hope this is correct. Okay. So here actually I will not find the account because this is a platform license. So what I will do is I have to log in as team leader. teamleader19@gmail.com. Okay. See, team leader is the account for which we have given Salesforce license. So Salesforce license usually gives access to all the standard as well as all the custom objects. So in this all accounts, so I wanted to create a new account, manual sharing. So I would ask you to do the same in the practice today at your free time. So create a manual sharing an account, okay, and save it. And here you can see this sharing button. Okay, go ahead and click on share. And I want to share it to only, first I have to select user. Okay, I want to share it to team member 1 and I want to share it as read write, save, and I wanted to do another sharing, share, and click on user team member 2. So I'll give team member 2 read only access. So we are going to verify this. Okay, so here login as team member 1. So we created an account on team leader and shared it to team member 1 with read write access and team member 2 with read only access, right? Okay, so we are team member 1, we have shared it as read write access, and with team member 2, we have shared it as read only access. So we are going to do the testing also, so and the negative testing also. Okay, so I will share this details to you, don't worry, the notes. So sharing button we have shared, and with the team member 1 we have shared it as read write, and with the team member 2 we have shared it as read only. And so the observation is like it will share the records to those people, but based on the level of access which we have given to them. So team member 1 it's read write, and team member 2 it's read only. So we are going to do the testing. How we are going to do, we have to log in first as team member 1 to check whether he is having read write access on the record or not. Okay, and we will be doing the negative testing also. So what is negative testing? I'll explain you. Right, log out and we will log in as uh, so team member 1, what is the ID we have given? Team member 119@gmail.com. Okay, so here I am logging in as team member 1.
Your screen is not visible,
Yeah,
Philip.
1 second, I'll share. So here actually, since this is platform account, we will not have everything here. So what we can do is we can go to the normal accounts object. So this is the accounts object. When you click on all accounts, you will not have anything except our shared account. So this is the manual sharing record which I have shared from the team leader account to this team member account. Okay. So for team member one, so if you see, this is our team member one login. Okay. So for team member one, we have given read write access. So let's go ahead and see whether the right, so read access, we can see it. And let's see if we have write access. Write access in the sense the edit, right? So we have access. So what do you want to do? Give a phone number 79490. So I want to update a phone number. So read and write access is available for this particular team member one user. Okay. Shall we check? So here I see a button called delete. Let's go ahead and try. Yes. See the error message. There's a problem saving this record. Is my you might have permission to edit it, or it might have been deleted or archived. Okay. So but it won't get deleted. You can have access to edit it, but you cannot delete it because this is a shared record to us. So it's still there, right? But you can edit it because you have been given read write access. So the phone number is updated here, if you see. Okay. So this is about giving read write access to uh, one of the users. So let's go ahead and see, do we have any sharing button here? No, right? So he can do read, and we have given read write access, and that is the reason this particular team member two was able to read and edit it, but he cannot delete it and he cannot share it to others. So these are not available in the read write access. He can read and edit, but he cannot delete. So yes, this is the demo. Okay. So let's go ahead and check team member two. So we have given only read access. So let's see how the read access works. Okay. So team member two, let me see how the access is given. So his mail ID is team member 219. Okay. So here also, if you see, nothing will be there because this is a user with platform license. So we will not have access to any of the records unless it is like some kind of sharing we have done. So here you can see the accounts, all accounts. When you click, nothing is there except the record which I have shared. Okay. So this is the record which we have shared. So I have given him only read access. So this is the record. Let's see. Go ahead and edit. And so let's edit website www.google.com. Let's say review the errors. Oops, you don't have necessary privileges. This is what expected behavior, right? So he cannot edit the record, that we can confirm. And can he delete it? Let's check it out. Yes, we want to delete. That's a problem. Okay. So he's not having access to edit it. He's not having access to delete it. And he will not have access to share it as well, because we have given only uh, read only access to this user. That's why he was able to just read the record. He can view the record. That's it. So you cannot do anything on this record. So yes, this is all about manual sharing. And the negative testing, when we say we tried to delete the record, right? So that's not working. So that's the negative testing. And we tried to um, share that particular record to others, and that is also not working. So when we give read, edit, and when we give read write permission, it's only it grants access to read and edit, but the user can't delete and or share the record. So this we have done the testing, right? So that's the negative testing we are going to do. So as a developer, as a Salesforce developer, it's your task to do the unit testing for whatever the code you create. So yeah, so that's our responsibility as a Salesforce developer, and share the above record to with read write permission. So both of them we have done it already. So we have done this assignment 36 and 37. So we have shared it to team member 1 with read write, and we have shared it to team member 2 with read only. And we have checked whether team member 1 is able to read and edit it. And he was not, also we made sure he was not able to delete, and he was not able to share it to others. Okay. So in the read write access. And we logged in as team member 2, and we were only able to read the record. We cannot even edit, delete, or share. Okay, since we have given him only the read only access. So both the assignments are done along with the testing and negative testing also. It is done. Okay, right. So then comes our next topic. So whenever, so our example is like, in this case, we want to share the records to only one single person. But whenever we want to share the records to a couple of users, so in that case, it will be very tough, right? So let's say we have 1,000 users, and I want to share the record from with user 1, user 7, user 59, user 29. So something like that. I have 10 people randomly out of 1,000 users. So in that case, how to share the record? Uh, I can't go manually share the record to each one, right? So I can share it, but it will be very time consuming. So, right. So that is the reason we have something called groups. Okay. So let's take a simple example of our WhatsApp group. So if at all I have some emergency, I can't take a class, I need to go ahead and inform you all, right? So I can't, instead of going and informing one by one of you, what we did is we have created a group, and in that we will be passing the information so that all of you will be looking into it and then know it, right? So if I'm not if I have some other emergency and I couldn't take class, I would be informing in the group, and then everyone of you will be able to see it. So that's the same concept with groups in our Salesforce. So we can create something called public groups in Salesforce. Okay. So we have in that mecha so in this sharing mechanisms, we have seen uh, so when there are multiple users, we are creating a public group. So when we have public groups created, then it's uh, that is how we share the records to a group of people. Okay, so we can share the records to multiple people at a stretch. So let's go ahead and see the nodes. So this team member, team leader thing, we have done it. Okay, and I have the users in my org. So I would also ask you today after the class, you to do the same and check if how manual sharing is working and how the records are being shared, so that you will have hands-on on each of the topics. Okay. So public group contains a set of users or subgroups. See, In our employee organization example, we have 10,000 users, of which 7,000 are sales, 2,000 are marketing, and 1,000 is service. So yes, so we create three groups. Uh, let's say sales group, marketing group, and service group. So whenever we need to share something, some kind of records, we can share it to that particular group. So everybody present in that particular group can be able to access it. Okay. So there comes a scenario where I have to share one of my record to sales user and the marketing user. Service user doesn't need to know. So in that case, I can create a group of these two groups. So yes, group of sales groups, sales sales group is one public group and marketing is other public group. So I can group these two together, sales and marketing public group, and I will be adding the members as sales group and members of pub marketing group. So together, so we can create a group of groups also. So all these groups related objects are going to store in an object called groups, and the members of these groups information is going to be stored in group members object. Okay. So public group contains set of users or subgroups also. Group of groups also we can create, to which we can share the records to the group of users. Upon sharing records to public groups, all group members will receive access automatically. Okay, so instead of sharing manually to 10 members, I will create a group, public group of this, adding these 10 members into that group, and then I will share the record to that public group. Okay, so that all these 10 members who are in that group will be able to see the record. So, so for automatic sharing, we need this public group concept. Okay, we can create one or more public groups inside the organization. All public groups information will resides in group object, and group members information will reside in group member object. Okay, so this is the navigation. So let's go to our org. First I will log in as, okay, so in this, go to our application and go to the settings. So whenever for any type of configuration, we our go-to place is setup. Okay, go to the setup always, and here we have on setup menu public groups. In the quick find box, we have to search for public groups. So this is where you can find your public groups information, but I hope nothing will be there because we haven't created anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new public group. Click on new, my team. So I want to add all the three team members. So if at all I want to share record with all three of them, I will be sharing that record to this public group called my team. Okay. Label, group name. Okay. And here there is one simple thing out here. Grant access using hierarchies. So this is a checkbox where you can check it or you cannot. So team member 1, 2, 3 are added in this group. Okay. So if I am a user who is a different development user, okay, let's say development user. Okay. So I am sharing it with this team member 1, 2, and 3. So my sub team, right? So I want to share the records only with team member 1, team member 2, and team member 3, not the team leader. So in that case, I shouldn't check this checkbox. So if I want to share the records to the team members of the members of this team as well as their managers, then I need to check this checkbox. Hope you understood this. Any doubt, any questions? So if we need to share only to the
Can you say it again?
right, that is what I want. See, now I have my, see, this is what I created an org. So I am another development user. Okay. Okay. And I want to share the records with these three people. So in that case, only these three people, in that case, I won't check the checkbox, grant access using hierarchies. But if I want to share it to these people as well as their uh, manager user, then I have to check that checkbox. Got it?
Yeah, got it,
Digvijay,
got it.
you got it, right? Okay. So using grant access using hierarchies is like it will give access to their supervisor also, to their supervisor or the manager. So in this case, I am a development user. I want to share only with these three people. So in that case, I don't check that checkbox, grant access using hierarchy.
Only
I'm
to the manager or the entire hierarchy? Like
no, no.
there is a family, right?
Right, right.
Mm.
Again, it's not the entire hierarchy always. It's only the reporting, immediate upper level manager. It's not the entire. So even by default, when we set the account records to private, the OWD as private, so these records are visible to your manager and visible to yourself. That's it, right? Not anybody else. So when we say hierarchy, it's usually the immediate manager, the immediate top level manager. Okay. So yes, we will have this particular checkbox in profiles also. Okay. So there also we have this checkbox where we can either check it or we can uncheck it because it will give access to their hierarchy level of hierarchy. So here in this case, it's only the immediate level, top level manager. Okay, immediate. So I don't want to give access and so if you want to add, okay, why is it not displaying my users? Okay, so it will actually display your team leader 1, team leader 2, team leader 3, all the users, and you can add them. And let me select team. Okay. Yeah, you can actually add the members to this group. So here I'm not finding it. I will show you in the next class for sure. You can add them and then click on save. And that is it. Your public group is created with the name My Team. Okay.
Hey Dilip.
Hmm.
Yeah, what if we change the option in search column? It says public groups, right? So if we choose users over there, so can it show?
Correct. Good point. Then you are listening, Digvijay. Okay. So, okay, you need to add it. And so once we create it, even our when we search here public groups, our group also will be displayed here, right? Okay. Yeah. Good catch. Available delegated. Yeah, this we will come across later during the approval process, but now it is not required. So you can click on save. What it says, manager of group members will not have access. See, this says that team leader user will not have access to the records whichever we share to this public group. Okay, you got it? I take it yes. Okay. So now my public group is created. All right. So let's go ahead and share, create a record. So I'm on my accounts. I am creating a new record, new account record. Okay, I'm just keeping it as public group demo. Save. And here you go ahead and share it to, click on sharing. Here you select it as public group and you can search. Yeah, my team public group is there, right? Okay. And I'm giving, what access do you want? Read only or read write? What do you want to test? They'll give read only, and even this also. Case opportunities also should be displayed on their account object. Okay. So all the read only access and then save. Okay. So we have given the access, manual sharing access using public groups. And let's go ahead and test it, whether it's working fine or not. So I will be logging in as any of the team member. Team member 219 at go to our accounts. See, by default, all the objects are not displayed on this particular account because it's a platform license. So this is recently viewed. I want to see all accounts, and you have this public group demo. Okay. So since we have given read-only access, we should not be able to edit. Let's try edit. Okay. And I want to give some type as installation partner. Let's see. Let's click on save. Yes, this is what they expected. We gave only read-only access. We cannot edit and we cannot delete it. Okay. And we should be able to see. Okay, since this particular account doesn't have any contacts, we are not able to see. But yes, we are able to see the actual contacts tab on the account record because we have given read-only access to the accounts also. Right. So hope we are good with the testing of public group for using manual sharing again. Okay. Right. So this is all about today's class, and I would share you few assignments for how for doing this public groups, but I would ask you before you go ahead and create the team this structure for the users and then complete the assignment 36 and 37 first. Okay. Yeah. So this is all about today's class, and any questions till now?
No, so far not.
Okay. Thank you. All right. That is all for today's class. Thank you so much.